Here I am, rowing hay and filming at the same time, so I don't know how well that's going to go, but it's a bit of fun. I love it, absolutely love making hay. It's my favourite time of the year. So it's the 5th of June and it's a beautiful morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, it's early, and got a bit of hay down. I've already baled hay actually 6 days ago, the last day of May, which is the first time we've ever done that. This hay, it wasn't very heavy, and nor was what we did last week, and I haven't got a proper mower anymore, so I actually cut it with a topper. I had to go pretty slow, but it did a good job of mashing it up. But it's mostly leafy stuff, so it sort of conditioned it, and I've actually I spread the other one twice, and then I baled it after about 6 days, and we're 6 days away from cutting this. And I spread it once the day after, and the bottom half of the field isn't quite so heavy. The sheep tend to lie up the top half when they got a choice, and I'm giving them less choice at the moment, but there's more grass at the top anyway. So I spread this again yesterday morning. I got up here about 9:30 and spread it, and it's almost 9 now, so I brought the rake, or my rower, and I was just waiting really. So it's a case of wait until it gets dry enough that I can, the top's dry, there's a little bit of dew on the top, so I need the top to be dry enough that I can rake it into rows, obviously for baling, but I don't want it to get too dry that the leaf shatters. And this side, I flipped this over yesterday so you can see how green it is still, and it is dry on the top now, so it's not crispy yet, it's just good. So look how much leaf is in it, and this is bone dry underneath. We haven't had any rain for over 2 weeks, which is almost unheard of, and we've got a nice breeze blowing, and it's warm already. It's sort of, I'd say it's nearly 20 degrees now centigrade, and so yeah, it's a case of wait, get on, let's go, and then we've got to stop before, or I've got to bale it before it gets too dry. And what happens when it gets too dry is the leaf just shatters. I did bale hay once too dry, and learned that lesson. This is still actually a little bit damp underneath. Well, not damp, but it just feels a bit floppy, which is good. So I reckon this is about right now, and then probably take me about 20 minutes maybe to do this. And after that, yeah, this is still a tiny bit damp. That is damp on the top, but it's so dry underneath. This bit here hasn't had anything done to it for 5 days, and this is a little bit greener, but that's okay, because once I get that raked up and this bit of wind is blowing through it and the sun is banging on it, I've got the baler ready, and it's just a case of get it rowed up, get the baler up here, wait till it's just about ready to go, and then get on with it before it gets too dry. Right, that's enough talking, let's get raking. Right, here I am, rowing hay and filming at the same time, so I don't know how well that's going to go, but it's a bit of fun. I love it, absolutely love making hay. It's my favourite time of the year. I don't know if you can see much out the window, but that's what the rake is up to. I would have washed the windows if I'd known you was coming. They aren't very clean, are they? Anyway, I don't know, I'm going to turn the camera around, but if you look out that window, which is even dirtier, you can see the sheep and the little patch where I made hay last week. The sheep are just on that little patch there now. I don't know if you saw that. I'll turn the camera around and video it again when I go around next time. But anyway, there we are, look at this. I'll turn it around. Yeah, so this has been absolutely some fantastic weather that we have had the last 2 weeks. I mean, I know it is May, it's June now, but you know, the sort of weather we want, but sort of weather we very, very rarely get. You can see it's not a heavy crop. Normally I wouldn't make hay until the end of June or July, and I didn't actually plan to make hay on this bit, but the weather was so good, and I'd made that other hay, and it was so good at hay. I thought, well, the weather was still forecast fair, and I thought, well, this is too much of a chance to give up I'm gonna cut some more, and I didn't know what it would be like cutting it with the topper either. But I'm very, very pleased with it, the result. I was last week, and this is looking almost just as good, I would say. So yeah, I don't know if you saw just now, but there's the sheep, and there's the patch where I made the hay. I got only 70 bales out of that. And the sheep, you can see that I've got a cart of water at the moment as well, which I don't mind carting them water because that means it's lovely, dry, warm weather. But there they are. There's all the ewes and lamb now. They're there. There's 64 ewes and over 100 lambs, and they're all there, about 100 I think. So they're all there on that little tiny patch. Anyway, I'll get this rigged up, and then we'll have another look at it, and then we'll go get the baler and get ready, and then wait, go again. Right, that was very good fun. That was. Only took me, well, it took me less than 10 minutes to get this all rowed up. This bloody tractor, hay bob, and me combination have made hundreds and hundreds of acres of hay over the past, well, I wouldn't like to say, since I was probably 13 or 14. Exactly the same combination. That tractor, which is, I don't know how old he is. I remember getting them when I was still at school, and that hay bob we've had my entire life. I can't remember getting that one. He's been patched up and welded a few times, but he does the job. Look at this, he rakes it up clean as well, and you can see now that the topper hasn't done a bad job of cutting this. Oh, just the smell of the hay, the sunshine, and it's only just 9:10. So yeah, I'm happy with this at the moment. I reckon, yeah, this is just altering by the minute. I wouldn't say it's quite ready to bale yet, but give it 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, that's what I just done that row. So over by the hedge, it's usually a little bit greener. I didn't get right into the hedge and pull it out, and everyone's going to go, oh, you didn't get all those bits in there. Yeah, I didn't, but you know, the hedge bit. I mean, if I've left 10 bales out in the field, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Some people might, but I want to make good hay. I don't want to make heavy, clumpy bales. Yeah, it's not quite ready yet. But the thing is, by 10 o'clock, or 10 o'clock yesterday anyway, and today's weather's pretty much the same, it's going to be too dry. It's going to be shattering. So it's not quite ready to bale yet, but I'll be 10 minutes time I take this down and go get the baler, and then we'll come and have another look. Here. Right, it's ready to go. I think it's 25, I just didn't check the time. I think it's 25 to 10. It's just starting to get crispy on the top. It's lovely and underneath. So I need to get going. Right, so I've been up and down once and nearly twice. Got myself about 10 bales first time around, and I checked them, been out and checked them, and had to tighten them up because it's so thick. Look at it. It's only light road, so I'm going pretty fast. There we go, just got another 8, so I've got the 16 bales already. It's dry enough, getting drier as we speak, so I got to crack on. I need to pull the string now, so I can't do that and hold the phone. So anyway, I'll just get back to you when I'm finished. Right, here we are, last little bit. Not quite sure what time it is now, but pretty sure it's not even 10 yet. Father's already turned up, loading the bales up. I think we got about 50 bales. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, actually. But it's bloody good stuff. until I get it side by side with what we did last week, I won't know which was the best. But so here's the finished hay in the shed. These lower bales here, I've left this little hole here so we can see where the difference is. That's the hay I did last week. I actually baled that on the 31st of May. There's a lot of meadow grass, hardly any stalks or seed heads in it. It's really, really leafy, beautiful stuff. And then above that, this is the stuff that we baled today, and it's a bit stalky, more stalky than the other, but still quite a lot of leaf in it, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Pleased with both. Nice bit of hay, and there's a few more bales to come in here as well. Still out on the trailer, but once we get it all in here, that hopefully will be enough to keep us going through the winter. Unless this dry weather continues, and then we might even have to start feeding it before, but not too worried about it being too dry. Not yet anyway.